With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And it's caught. Tompkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Dancing to his left.
Damn, no block.
He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
And it's
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever
that he really
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Mounties have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Best run blocking defense I ever seen. Stop closing the door, bro. I done told you about that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be on that Thursday.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Oh. How you do that there? How you do that there? I don't know if he got me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throw caught by Achane. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet, man.
Hell, Madden.
Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10. Here's Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
This nigga, he didn't even throw it directly.
The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And as
result, possession switches hands. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
The best run offense I ever seen.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
The best runner, fucking deep offense I ever seen.
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion.
And there's both on top of that.
Down. So much for just falling forward for a yard on 4th and 1. They got a big chunk play.
They certainly did, didn't they? And you would think as a defensive front, you just stack the line of scrimmage and create no space, right? But how about his vision?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ritter will throw for it.
I press square. I meant to throw the triangle. Triangle wide open. That's on me. That's on me, coach. That's on me, coach. That's on me, coach.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Slot man moves right. Now it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
What's good, Andrew?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top.
Oh my God, Maury don't get that. It's crazy work. Maury don't get that. It's crazy work. Good pass.
Double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his
Good
guys
fucking
now an
pass.
extra point away from taking a
But Maury don't
three-score
get
lead.
that was crazy.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Wow, he just went right past me, though.
3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone.
This game be funny as hell. I understand he had 95 speed, but nigga, fuck no.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Maury didn't get that was crazy work.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
What's up, Drew, though? Y'all niggas still in NRL.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down.
Stop playing in there.
Probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact,
they want to play like everybody else.
Opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone.
This all like
I think a little bit of
like,
determination.
I ain't played Madden since I last played here, man.
Ritter now.
Why not? Oh my God, these niggas here don't fucking block.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Ritter. And this one
I catch the ball, then drop the ball. That's cute.
To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see
That nigga be picking up and you be putting down. That should be funny as hell.
Would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
You think I'm that damn stupid to let you do that?
Get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Working from the gun, Ritter.
I'm gonna throw a pick.
Incomplete.
They their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Going play action, Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
You're going to be glitching so fucking bad. It's crazy.
And a first down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Out
of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And
no
he
block.
is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that.
Make it clear, when I run the ball, I get no block. This nigga run the ball, he get every block in the motherfucking
to feel like
game.
nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing.
Lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of
I thought it
light-colored
was a play
jerseys.
That's on me.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Ritter back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. But they...
This game is so ass.
Wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play
Yo,
drive
did I
winds
just
up
see what the
yielding
fuck I
nothing.
just seen, bro? That shit be taking the fun out of the game, bro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Y'all just see that
Here
shit.
beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very
That's the
frustrated after
bullshit
giving
I
up
just
6 the
gotta
last
deal
time
with
on
in
the
this
field.
game.
And frankly, it's
That's
just a
the
battle
second
of
game this
wills in
shit
a lot
happened
of
to me.
ways because you know they're both
Second game
motivated,
today
they
that this
both
shit
game
happened to me.
plan for this
Then look at
drive,
shit
and
like
they both
this.
have specific outcomes in
Look at
mind.
the shit
To
like
me,
that.
it just comes down to who can
So I guess
execute
my
better
run
and which side can
defense is
step up and
ass.
assert its will over the other.
That is beautiful. I ain't never got so much hold in this game, bro.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Like, this nigga cute on run this shit. Go ahead, run the ball, bro.
Jackson now. And it's caught.
Like, he did this shit.
Jameer Gibbs.
You can't make this
Scored
shit
on the
up,
ground
dog.
and through the air. And the
The fact
Mounties
that
are able
I had
to
a
widen their
touchdown
lead here
and
in
they
this
didn't give me
first
my
half.
shit is wow.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him.
I ain't
whether
never
it's
seen
coming
no
out of the
shit like
backfield
that
or
happen.
even lining up like a receiver.
That shit wow.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Yeah, that's my fault, bro. Shit, I just get busy as fuck. And I really on the game like this. Right, no need, right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
I ain't never got so much hold in this game. That nigga got the best run O-line I see.
Coming to the line here to begin
shit
their next
amazing
drive,
to
the
me.
Seahawks offense. Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score.
Hey, bro, that shit be amazing to me, bro.
Kyle Pitts, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove.
Nigga try to run the same play, bro. That's how I tell you, niggas be in my stream. Don't try to run the same thing I do, Q. That shit is crazy. You learn from me, dog.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so
That
good at
shit
finding
is
ways to take the football
crazy,
away.
Q.
And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That boy Q be learning from me. That shit is wow.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moving to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He'll look to throw.
That was me, coach. That's on me, coach.
23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ritter from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6.
Don't take my plays, don't talk shit, dog.
Seattle touchdown. Devon Achane. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Get to what you
The
know,
kickoff
bro.
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 139 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Play action.
So you got
It's
to pass
Jackson.
out.
He's going to air one out. And that
I was about to say,
incomplete.
if he had a dot out of that, bro,
Take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
why? I don't even know what to say.
Closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Seahawks again deciding to go for two. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins.
I think he's leading the receiving yards, Dyke dude. I don't think he got not one touchdown pass with him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And all the way down to the 29.
All right.
And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Gibbs.
Wow. I know damn well that shit ain't just happened again.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here on the goal line.
That shit happened
back the
again.
space he needs
Another missed
to work his
tackle.
way into the end zone.
That's crazy.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete.
I'll give him another chance when he audible is
So
crazy.
hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's cute, Madden.
So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Jackson.
And he still catch that shit, bro. What the hell?
And that bumps their lead up even further.
Yeah, this nigga just throwing ducks and he's still catching it. That's crazy work.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
You gotta keep spinning, dog.
And run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ritter to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Seahawks are back within a score. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Damn, that gave up the whole sideline. It's crazy.
He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now he's loose again. And
In fact, I literally was
down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get
Like, the O-line is not that damn good.
Down to the 6.
2nd and 6.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down.
Look at that. That nigga ran right into
Just
me.
going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think?
Man, you can't stand money.
What they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Actually,
here's Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down.
Come on, Ritter. How the hell you overthrow that?
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Nigga, block, bro. What is that? Nigga, you not even blocking, dog.
And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
You just stood there and looked at him.
It's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. Here's Ritter. And it's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Able to power through. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Another run for Gibbs here. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now third down and 7.
Hey, he ain't hiking it.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. This time Jackson will throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ritter now. Rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3rd and 3. Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
The bounce, he bounced off of him.
Shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
My shit, nigga. Nobody.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Nobody.
He's got the speed to get downfield,
Nobody.
Charles,
Don't
but there's
do
the
that.
negative side.
Why would you do
that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of
Why would you
talent,
try me
because
like
you
that?
feel like you're into the open
Like I won't
field,
sit there and let that motherfucking
and maybe you don't feel the
you.
people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
I thought I had him come back.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by Achane. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ritter back to throw. Flushed out right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Ritter looking to throw it here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. It's a touchdown.
He's not you blew a fucking first stage. Fuck out of here.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Throwing now is Ritter. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
He was up 32.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Bro, you can't do nothing when you can't fucking pass, dog. You can't fucking pass. What is your game at when you can't pass, dog? That shit box. Say it with me.
Here's 1st
box.
and 10.
Box the fuck up, baby. That shit got boxed the fuck up, nigga. Keep doing that same shit, that same motion shit, that's gonna work.
Now
Just work one time. Look, box. Ah, they gonna miss. That shit's still box.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been ripped up from the start.
And here's yet another big play.
Man, that don't box this nigga up, man. Nigga thought he was good. Nigga, I boxed that shit up, dog.
Jackson.
When I say box, Trey, box with a capital B, with a capital O, with a capital X.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing, Jackson.
Box. You don't know what to do, man. Shit, box, dude. Kirby, stop fucking playing me.
Take him down, and the clock will roll. Second down, goal to go. Jackson to throw.
I blitzed everybody.
So
let you fucking score, nigga. That shit box.
Here in the final minute.
Trash.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Dude.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all.
Yeah,
and that's when you put your
good,
leapers
sure,
and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
Yeah, you ain't fucking Raheem. Maybe you was spamming this thing, man. Oh, that shit gonna work all game. Look at that. Then you gotta go to the pass once you get locked up on the run. Your playoff hopes is over. I took you out of your playoff hopes, man. You gotta be 7-7-1.
And this is going to be recovered by
that's my receiver. That's why I missed it.
And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's
why
you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
Dot.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Dot.
And this is caught.
Let's do another one. 48 seconds left, man.
Put out on the field. They're going to go for two.
So we can do that. Man, throwing dots out here, man.
Ritter will throw for it.
Hey, Trey, boy, I tell you, man, when you out here throwing dots, man, you look like you the motherfucking coach for real. I remember last time they was like, oh, they talking about something right. He gonna come out and all this.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Shit. He was posting the chat, like he was posting in the chat.
No chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
What are they at right now? It's 63-52.
First and 10 here.
But now he's gonna try to run the same play. No.
And Jackson cannot get away, and
box.
he'll go down.
I guess he don't understand
English.
English.
The first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Man, don't understand English, man. Gotta make that nigga a fucking believer. What wrong with that nigga? Yeah, check down. I don't give a damn. Check it down. Check it down. You're getting older, too. I've been told you that.
Management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left.
You don't think that shit gonna work?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Once again, out the
got 30
pocket,
seconds left, man.
maybe take off with it, especially here in the
Oh, you on
two-minute
card or
drill.
2K?
Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he got it. He got the touchdown. I don't know what my other third was.
And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he will get into the end end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt.
They're going to get out of ball.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field.
Look at that. Y'all see that dot?
He's taken down.
Y'all see that motherfucking dot?
Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Yeah, that was
as they
good.
get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here is third and quite a ways. Here's Ritter. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they do finally get him at the 12. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
You guys see me ever?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ritter.
Dumbass.
And this is
Get out of it.
And that could see
Get out of it.
touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Man, there's 70 on your top, man.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Hey, Q, I'm going to do you a favor. We ain't going to talk about it, dawg. We ain't going to talk about it. We ain't going to talk about it, dawg. Fuck you, nigga. Good old 70. Good old 70 piece. Good old 70 Burt. Good old 70. You feel me? Yeah, boy.
He's got time. And he held on to it too long. A coverage set.
Man, why he ain't getting those 500 plus passing yards on him?
Off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a
Fuck out
performance.
here.
Great offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly
I
was.
don't
I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves.
Fuck out of here, keep ass, nigga. But I got a ring. Fuck your ring, nigga. You're talking all that shit. Put 70 on his bitch ass. What's wrong with him? He need to stop stealing my fucking plays out of my motherfucking stream. That's what the fuck you need to do. I be talking so much shit. Don't make no motherfucking sense, y'all. That nigga be stealing my motherfucking plays out of my motherfucking. He be watching me play. Like, the thing is, you shouldn't even have 60. You probably should have had about 30. But damn, that good old 70. Oh, let's check your record. 7-7. Oh my god. I'm out.